Barakata Yahawah, Barakata Yahawashi, Barakata Yahawah, Barakata Yahawashi, Barakata Yahawah, Barakata Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, Barakata. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and infinite honors to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to Yahakim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. We're at the door, Akim, so just keep pushing this truth as hard as you can. This is the brother Raya with another video, and I'm going to be doing a sit down on the fact that you shouldn't be making the land of Israel your permanent residence right now. The only thing you should be concerned with is taking yourself more and more out of this carnal, idolatrous world and bringing yourself closer and closer to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and following these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Because as it says in Isaiah 33 verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahawah is his treasure. And that's true. Wisdom and knowledge are going to be the only thing that could possibly save you out of the coming calamities of Jacob's trouble. Thinking that you're going to flee and go into the land of Israel and be safe because it's the land of Yahawah, it's going to do nothing for you, because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to hit that place with nuclear missiles during the Battle of Armageddon. And if you're caught up in there when that happens, you're going to partake in that judgment with those other heathens that are there as well. But you've just got some jakes that have lost patience with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which really shows that not only did they not read these scriptures, but also that they have little faith. As it says in Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 2 verse 14, woe or destruction unto you that have lost patience and have little faith. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? So again, a lot of jakes out there think that since the prophecies of the Most High are tarrying, that they're not going to come to pass, but we know that though they tarry, they shall surely come to pass. And even then, if you're in the spirit, you can see that these major prophecies are starting to come to their fulfillment. But these jakes have lost patience and think that they can escape the coming calamities by going over to the land of Israel. But as I said earlier, you're just going to get caught up in that destruction if you do that. So what you should be worried about right now is following these laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to the best of your ability. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that if you want to visit the land of Israel, you shouldn't, because when you realize you're an Israelite, you're going to have a urge to see that land, our land that we're supposed to be in. But again, don't make that your permanent residence. So now I'm going to get into a few precepts to show that we need to wait on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to bring us into that land. This is Ezekiel chapter 37. I'm going to start at verse 21. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and will bring them into their own land. So point blank period. As it just said, Yahawah is going to take us out of these lands of the heathens and put us into our own lands, so we must wait on him and just worry about making knowledge and wisdom the stability of our time, so we can be worthy to be saved and brought into that land. Verse 22, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. And this should show that we shouldn't be worried about going into that land right now, because when Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi brings us into that land, the northern kingdom, which is you so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, and the southern kingdom, which are you so-called Negroes, are going to be one strong nation again, which we can clearly see is not the case right now. There's still animosity between the northern and southern kingdom. Verse 23, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them, so they shall be my people, and I will be their power. So even if you do go to the land of Israel right now to try to make it your new home, the 2/3 of Israel are still going to be given over to their idols and transgressions, which we can see right now with a bunch of these whacked out jakes into Islam, Egyptology, Buddhism, or even atheism. And also, in the nation of Israel itself, with Israelites that know they're Israelites, there still hasn't been a coming together, because that's not how Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi wants it. He's only going to save a remnant, because you've got Jakes in the land, in the nation of Israel right now, that believe that these other heathen Gentiles can be saved, that the fallen angels are actually fallen angels, or that Job is an Edomite. They're still given over to transgressions, so the Most High has to purge them out of the true believers of the true doctrine of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which is only through GMS. Verse 24, and David my servant shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them. Just another reason we shouldn't be in the land of Israel, because when Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has brought us into the land of Israel of his own volition, King David's going to rule over us. There's going to be a divine righteous order. First, it's going to be Yahawah ruling from the spirit world, then Yahawashi, King David under him, the 12 apostles of the elect, the rest of the 144,000, the righteous 1/3 under them, and then the 2/3. It's going to be a perfect order of things, and we're never going to be able to go off again. So that's something we should wait for. Again, you should just be concerned with making knowledge and wisdom the stability of your times, to hopefully be saved out of the coming calamities of Jacob's trouble. Verse 25, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever, and my servant David shall be their prince forever. Slakia. And just because the state of Israel has an anti-missile defense system called David's Slingshot over there doesn't mean King David's ruling over there right now. All you've got is a Benjamin Netanyahu, or Bibi, clearly a poor substitute, ruling over there right now. So again, you shouldn't be worried with going to the land of Israel, which personally I wouldn't want to go there anyway, because I couldn't stand being over there and not being able to enact judgments on these wicked heathens and seeing those gay pride parades and kosher pork. It's just complete madness. I want to be there when we're in our righteous rulership, and that land will be in its former estate. Verse 26, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and I will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. So when after being saved by Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and brought back into that land, we're going to have those spiritual bodies. We're going to have gotten rid of that stony heart and changed it for that fleshly heart, where we're going to have the laws, statutes, and commandments in us. We're never going to be able to go off again or defile that land with idolatry or our transgressions, and that's going to be a beautiful sight to see. Definitely something worth waiting for. And also, I want to be able to have my slaves rule over these other heathens once we're back in our eternal rulership in that land, as it says in Isaiah 14 verse 1, for Yahawah will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So again, as it said, Yahawah will have mercy on Jacob and will set them in their own land. So we have to wait on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to bring us into that land. And the strangers it's speaking of are those confusion of face Israelite Gentiles, that great multitude in Revelation chapter 7. It's not speaking of you heathen Gentiles. You've got no hope in the promise of this covenant. The only thing you have to look forward to is slavery for 1,000 years before being able to return into your own land. Though Esau, or you so-called white people, after that 1,000 years of hardcore bondage and slavery, you're going to be eradicated off the face of the earth. As it says in verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahawah for servants and handmaids, after we've been brought back into that land by Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So that's why I can wait before going into the land of Israel, because I want to be in there in complete rulership over these heathens, putting them in order and also putting this world in order. So brothers, just be concerned with hearkening more and more into Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and following these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities. We'll be in that land soon enough in our righteous eternal rulership. So with this video, I hope you sincere Akim were edified. I'm going to say a Baba Ball, Kwam Yasharala, and until next time, Shalom.